Sweet Honesty. I found my old perfume, and this one has an angel on it. This one is topaz, and this is a girl sitting down. Sweet Honesty was my very first perfume when I was a kid, and I'm full circle. Now I have Sweet Honesty on again. I got my dragons on. I got my kitty cat. We're doing an energy reading. Now, we did get High Priestess energy, and I think this is like the fifth tower in a row. We got a tower too. So we're full circle. We're in our High Priestess energy, and that perfume is very significant, okay? Being my first perfume and being my last perfume, because I have plenty of perfume now. I showed you some others that I had bought. But Sweet Honesty, that's very significant also, because that's what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be a Queen of Swords, but sweet Queen of Swords. So that's not always easy, especially in the other dimensions, okay? But we can let the dragons and we can let the angels and everybody else do the work that needs to be more mean, should I say? And we can stay in Sweet Honesty. Now, that ain't going to be for everyone, I know, but that's the timeline I'm on, and that's where we need to be. We need to be sweet and honest. Okay, let's take the dragon in and check out the cards. I think we got Peter Gabriel in the background. But these are some really good cards. Okay, so we have, I don't know why this is upside down. It used to be right, so I don't know. It's probably a setting on my phone. But High Priestess energy. Okay, so we want to go within. We want to use our third eye and our gut feeling. That's how you use your intuition. And again, I apologize that they're backwards. They never used to be. But the High Priestess, maybe it's because these are in writing, and I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not that great at the phone, but this looks like it's coming out okay. But it doesn't matter. You guys know what's going on here. This is the High Priestess. And look at the picture with all the skulls down here. That's all the people that she's dealing with. And you see her book. She's holding her book. Okay. And it also says that that's actually Mary Magdalene. In the background on the walls, Mary Magdalene. And I am a fragment of Mary Magdalene. We won't get into all that. But this is Mary Magdalene, the High Priestess. And if you notice, so I don't get a copyright, the music shut off by itself. So there's some magic going on. And, you know, it could be just the end of the tape, but that's not the point. I don't know. I'm not going to go check. But the point is that that's what's happening right now. What's happening right now is some real magic. Okay? We have some manifestations that feel challenging. Okay? Because you don't have everything you want at the moment. There's still some challenges. There's still some rainy days. Your manifestations still haven't come out. But a lot of that is because the Page of Swords in reverse, because all the truth has not come out. Okay? So the Page of Swords, in reverse. Our manifestations can't come true until divine timing is divinely timed, okay? So you put the order in to the waitress and the cook doesn't bring it back raw. You have to wait for it to cook. And right now it's cooking. You do have the key, and what they want you to do is they want you to focus on getting rid of any karma that's left. Okay? And what I mean by that is, okay, for instance, Tasha just popped on, and Tasha knows that what she went through is what she went through for a reason. It's to clean up our karmic debt, okay? And if you guys don't know what cleaning up karmic debt means, then I want you to look it up, because that's what's going on right now. Once your karmic debt is paid up, then you're on that path where you're just running into your soul tribe, basically. And they're connecting you with new jobs, new houses, all the old is falling off, and everything's becoming new. But when you're still in that old cycle, then you're just clearing your karmic debt, okay? So in the very near future, you're going to have equal give and take, Seven of Pentacles, okay? So in the near future, you are going to have equal give and take, all right? And I did a video on the white dragon. I hope you guys listened to it a couple times, because he's the one helping us. They're all helping us. We have so many people helping us, okay? Your hard work is paying off. The Eight of Pentacles. So we just went from the Seven of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles, all right? Your High Priestess energy is really important right now. Now, if you listen to my last videos also, you're going to find out that there were a lot of towers. We'll look at from another deck. So it's like every single deck that has a tower, it's showing up. And thank you for the compliment. I just seen that. Okay, so this tower card is from the Light Seers deck. And what I was told to tell you is this. Some of the towers were talking about fires, and some of them were talking about car accidents, events, and not being able to breathe, and vents, maybe poor systems, maybe people getting poisoned. There were a lot of different tower moments, okay? This tower moment, they want you to continue to have conversations with your animals, like we just said here, okay? Because the animals are talking to you. You're supposed to pay attention to your dreams, because you're getting downloads and visions. And I had a dream of a little kitty sleeping on a blanket, very comfortable with its eyes wide open, a little baby kitten. And that to me is just showing you that we're protected, even like the stray cats are protected. And it's all to do with our dragons and our spirit animals. So once again, if you don't know about spirit animals, check into it. Dreams are very important. If you don't know what they mean, try to find out or ask what they mean. This tower they were talking about has a lot to do with the King of Wands and the Jack, which is the Knight of Swords. Truth and creativity. Okay, so what I'm gathering with this is the Moon card, which we had in the short, is illusions. Illusions and lies. Okay, don't fall for the illusions and the lies. Use your intuition, use your third eye, and use your gut. And I'm telling you, when you don't listen to your intuition, you know it. And you go, oh my God, I had a feeling to go left, but I went right anyway. And I got into this huge traffic jam. Okay. Now, if you would have went left, you wouldn't have been in that traffic jam. But you didn't go by your intuition because maybe, oh, who knows? We don't listen. Okay. Just period. People don't listen. Okay. So now, but if you would have went left, you never would have known about the traffic jam, but you would have got home safe and sound, right? But that's why we don't listen to our intuition, because we don't get nothing in the mail saying, oh, guess what? Since you went left, this happened. But I want to tell you a quick story. I was coming home one day down the interstate, and I was told to not listen to the GPS, but I was told to drive straight. Okay, so I drove straight and went home instead of taking the Ramona Expressway. Well, I did get home safely, but I did get confirmation in the news, not the newspaper, on the YouTube, the news, telling me that on the Ramona Expressway at that time that I would have been there, with the same truck I had, a lady got killed in a car accident, or her mom got killed with her in the car accident, or whatever it was, but that truck, that same time on that road. And they did give me that confirmation. So when I said they don't tell you what would have happened if you would have took the other way, that is wrong. I got to correct myself because I was shown. And you might be too. You might be like, oh, I'm not going to go anywhere today because I don't feel like it. And then you find out that half the town was under siege from some robbers, and they were having everybody stay home, and all these people got shot, and you're like, oh my God, I would have been there. I would have been right in the center of it. So that's the kind of tower moment that we're talking about today, is intuition. The high priestess and the tower are like melted together. Now, I pulled this before I went to bed last night, and I've been doing that lately because they're giving me so many downloads in my sleep, and they're telling me so much to tell you about the energy. So I've been doing the reading before I go to bed, and then instead of telling you it at night, I'm waiting for the morning to do it. I've been doing that for a few days. Before and after the dragon, but so that's what we have to pay attention to. Okay, now the sweet honesty I told you about is really important too. That was something that was downloaded to me. I smell like sweet honesty all night in my dreams, and the astro, and everybody's like, do you realize how full circle that is? That was your very first perfume as a kid from Avon. You had a little bumblebee pin on your dress with sweet honesty inside, and this big horse, like Willie used to be a horse in his past life, came down and he bit the bumblebee because the horse thought it was a real bumblebee and it didn't want me to get hurt. Well, I was a little kid, and that big horse mouth grabbing my bumblebee was very frightening, but I never forgot it. And the adult said, yeah, he thought that was a real bumblebee. So that was my first experience wearing sweet honesty. And now I'm back to where I have dragons instead of horses biting off the bumblebees. Okay, so I've been chattering a lot today. I feel really good energy. If we use our intuition, this stuff isn't going to affect us. We're going to be protected, just like I told you about how if somebody tries to put anything on a light worker, star seed, high-ranked angels like we are, it goes back, okay? But we're no longer sending it back. We're sending it back to the dragons, the angels, and God, and then they're giving it back. So to make a long story short, we went from past lives where it was an eye for an eye to this life where it's supposed to be love and tolerance, okay? And then we went from boomerang effect, where you do something to me, I'm going to send it back. Well, now we're saying we're going to send it to our higher ups. We're going to send it to our bosses. Okay, now take that like a job, right? Somebody comes in and you deal with the complaint. Now you don't have to. Now you can take that complaint, go right to the higher ups and say, you deal with it. If I'm going to be love and tolerant and sweet honesty, then I can't be dealing with these people because I like to do eye for eye. So we have to, love and tolerance is our code, so we have to give it to the higher ups and then they'll take care of them. So now we've got the dragons, the angels, the guides, God. We have all of them taking care of all the stuff that's coming at us. So what do we experience? A little nausea, a little vertigo, a little headache, a little ache and pain here and there. That's really minor compared to what they wanted to do, if you catch my drift. Okay, so use your magician power. Look at that with the Ace of Cups. All love. Use your magician power. Give it back to your guides. Just send it back. And stay in Ace of Cups mode. Now you say, how do I know when something's coming at me? Well, you don't really have to know. You just have to be willing to have that bubble around you, and you just have to be willing every day to be totally spiritual and stay in prayer, stay in meditation, and to just tell God and the angels, your dragons, whatever, right? You just tell them, you take this. I'm going to do my job today. I'm going to deal with all this stuff today. Okay, I'm going to do that. But I'm sending everything over to you. And they want you to. You know, you've been in jobs where the bosses wanted you to handle it. Well, those days are gone. They want to handle it. They're more equipped to handle it. Okay? So start letting go and letting God be God. Let him do his job. Let the dragon do his job. He's got the whole world in his mouth. Okay? He's got the whole world in his mouth. Let the dragon do his job. Let Saint Michael do his job. Okay, then we're going to get to the last part where it says the person you're thinking about is trustworthy from Saint Michael, and it's divine love. So he didn't forget about the love. He is still sending you in love. Okay? We have to have patience. I know we hate hearing that. It's all divinely timed, and we have to have patience. Okay? In the money department, there's been some illegal practices and some fraud going on. And also people are waiting for things like bankruptcy and divorces. Okay, so a lot of legal issues are going on everywhere. So the financial department is just being held up a little bit, but you are the Queen of Pentacles. You have everything you need. So get a new perspective on what's going on. Get into that hermit mode and forget about, get into that hermit mode and forget about the past things, okay? Forget about all the things that they did this to me or you know what I mean? We got to release all that. It's got to go. Okay. 6 of Wands, 2 of Wands. All right. That makes 8 of Wands. Lots of emotions I'm feeling from these cards. So we want to get rid of them emotions. The Dream card came back. So we're going looping. Now that's where I can end this. Remember, I said when it starts looping, we've got the dream card. Pay attention to your dreams. Your soulmate is on the way. Okay, so that's back with the divine love, right? Then we've got Steve with his parrot, the 9 of Pentacles. That's back to the money, is on the way. Legal issues have to get resolved for the lovers to come in. We have divorces, we have bankruptcies, okay? So keep contemplating. That's my contemplation card, 5 of Wands. Keep living in the solution, okay? So we went pretty long today, but that's what we had to do. So I'm going to end it with, we're leaving the 10 of feathers, we're leaving the 10 of swords, okay? That's the 10 of feathers card. And I'm just going to leave you with something to look up if you want. It's Judges chapter 16, verse 19. And it says, after putting him to sleep on her lap, that's like the dream with the kitty, she called for someone to show off the 7 braids of his hair, and she began to subdue him, and his strength left him. Samson loses his strength. This is a story about Delilah, how she tricked Samson and she cut off his hair. So this goes right into what I was saying about let the bosses take care of these people. Okay, so somebody that's trying to cut your hair when you're sleeping, somebody that's doing trickery to you, let them be. Send it to the guards, send it to the gods, send it to the angels, okay? And pay attention to your dreams, because the kitty came back into this reading. Okay, so I feel like I could talk for a long time on this energy right now, but I don't want to overload you. So I've gave you scripture, I've gave you lots to look up, lots to think about. This is another one you probably want to listen to more than once. You want to take notes. These are all things coming in from Mary Magdalene, especially today. So thank you. I'm Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.